trying to keep fishing exciting. What makes fishing exciting? Drop shot, I'm going with no. Jigs, maybe. Look right there. Top water. You get to watch your bait come back to the boat. You get to see the fish hit it. You get to see the reaction that the fish have to it. So I'm gonna show you 3 things that really help me be more efficient when I'm fishing topwater bait. Number 1, the biggest thing that I have changed in my topwater fishing over the years that's helped me be more efficient is I use exclusively braided line. Why do I use braided line? For a couple reasons. Obviously, it's more buoyant. It almost floats, so it keeps my bait on top of the surface and it takes less effort to work it. When I'm working a bait like this is a 𝗙𝗍𝗋𝗋 pencil bait. It's a walking style bait. The other thing is I can cast this bait a long way away. And when I'm making a long cast like that, if I'm using mono, it's really hard to get that bait to do what I want to do because the mono has so much stretch in it. But when I'm using braid, the fact that it has no stretch in it, every little rod tip motion is transferred to the bait, so it makes it easier to walk. The other thing is when I catch a fish, when I have one blow up on it, out there 50, 60 yards, I don't have to set the hook. All I gotta do is keep reeling, and that helps me hook up on fish a lot better. I've also switched to a much shorter rod. This rod that I'm using right here is a 7-footer. Why do I use a 7-foot rod? It's simply for this reason right here. When I'm making those little small corrections with the bait, when I'm just trying to manipulate the bait, make it walk side to side, walk the dog, it's a whole lot easier on my body when I've got a 7-foot or shorter reel or rod, shorter rod. It's a lot less fatigue on the wrist, it's a lot less fatigue on the shoulders, and you can just be a lot more efficient with the bait. The third thing is reel speed. I use a much faster reel when I'm using a topwater bait, especially a walking bait like this 𝗙𝗍𝗋𝗋 that I'm throwing right now. For 2 reasons. I can really work that bait fast. I fish here at home where we have spotted bass that are chasing herring, and I want to work that bait as fast as I can. In clear water, the faster you work that bait, the better your chances are getting the fish to strike it. The other thing is when a fish hits the bait, he's almost always coming up behind it and he's moving towards you with the bait. When I've got that faster reel, I'm not setting the hook, I'm not having to do anything. All I do is speed my reel up a little bit and that fish gets hooked immediately. And I promise you, you're gonna catch a lot more fish with braided line and a faster reel than you will with mono. Try those couple tips when you're out there fishing a topwater, especially when you're using a walking style bait like this, and I promise you, you're gonna have some of the most exciting bites that you'll have all year.